a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
This is the Motorcop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, two law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits. So be warned, the content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold up. This may get a little bumpy.
Welcome, Motorcop Chronicles podcast, almost midweek news.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you caught the live and all the good little updates from Freebird. Congratulations to them once again.
Yes, Freebird is now attached bird.
Yep. He's a
free.
taken bird.
He's not free no more. He still had some company in town, so he is not going to be gracing us with his nipples today.
I love that tattoo that had little butters on the nipple. That was fucking hilarious. I don't know who put that up there.
Well, I don't know, but he is doing good. I don't know if y'all see, you can go the live from him finally getting around to it yesterday. Thought he was going to chicken out there or something. I was like, my Lord, dude, you're killing me. It's hot out there. So hot.
It's a little warm.
Got
you always talk. It's like 99 here, but it's 110 there.
Yeah, it's hot as shit. We and excuse me, for some reason, I don't know. Yeah, 45 minutes. You were right, Nobby. I'm trying to get to the stuff. Of course, if anybody wants a good cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com. Use the promo code Motorcop15. You'll get 15% off of your order. Free shipping on anything over $100. Also, if you want any merch, this here I have on is a new T-shirt. If you can see it. This is a new one. I just got it in the other day. I had it on last night.
Can't see it underneath your beard, sir.
Anyway, it says Strength Brotherhood, and it says this basically comes down, says Thin Blue Line, and it's the logo on the regular logo on the back of it.
No,
so yes,
that sounds cool.
Also, there's some other new T-shirts up there. A little on the political side, they got a free Trump shirt. We have one of a dog taking a shit. It says "Hold on, I'm sliding a Biden." And,
That's my favorite.
Some other ones, y'all can go check it out on the Etsy store. They're quite funny. And if you want more Motorcop Chronicles, pictures, videos, other stuff like that, you can also try Patreon, 7 days for free. And if you like it, you can stick around. If not, you can leave.
You get a free cup?
No, not for the free thing. So you can cut that out. There's no free cup on there.
No, you got to sign up for the real one. Regardless, I don't know if I know it's off topic and shit, but it has been a nationally covered story. Something that was found out this morning. So those of you who just got off work and are tuning in, they did happen to locate the sub. Unfortunately, it looked like it was catastrophic and quick. So it basically got it imploded, which means it's like a soda can that just completely crushed them all instantly.
Yeah, so when they got to the depth, it probably went ahead and they probably been dead for a while.
And that's what kills me is apparently it just came out as well as they knew that there was a loud explosion style noise that happened on Sunday, and they didn't release the information. I don't understand that, but you know why the entire world was covered in news of billionaires being spending $250,000 for the
what the hell is that?
The full experience of visiting the Titanic.
What is that?
That is a squeaky ball.
Stop. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you?
Well, there's my German Shepherd, and she loves me. Please stop squeaking that. Dirty's getting mad.
You're squeaking it.
I am not. Zobang.
You're squeaking that.
It's right here.
Anyway, I'll say if you want to join the Patreon or try it out, you can do it for 7 days free. We're gonna shout out our Patreons. We got two hang-arounds. Mr. William Gbo and some dude named Chad Jenkins. They're our hang-arounds. Everybody else is a full crew member. Mr. John DeMink is a full crew member. Dan Carlson with Burley Boards, he's a full crew member. Y'all can check it out. He's got some good merchandise. We got T-Bird, full crew member. Mr. Jim Procrant of the Short Track Guys podcast. We got Mr. Hoppy Hoppison, our truck driving buddy. We got Mr. Blake Walker. We got Aaron from the I Had to Say It podcast. Y'all go check him out. We got Mr. Christopher DeMars. We got Mr. Z Palmer. We got Roy Spalding. Roy with the S, not Roy with the P. We got our favorite girl from down under, JoJo, who's also in the chat again. She ain't been here in a while. I thought we had lost her. We got Miss Kaylee Norris and Natasha A. from the state of Washington, and our OG crew member, Melissa Holstein.
She was abducted by kangaroos. Zoe!
You think that's what happened? I was wondering. I just figured she'd been working and stuff in a while. You said you wish you had the extra change to become a member. Well, I keep putting this out. Maybe one day, Roy P. Maybe one day.
Well, you're always a member, trust me, because there's nothing that doesn't happen where you don't come up in a conversation. It's always just fucking Roy.
Christine said we should put our dogs on the screen instead of us.
Right?
Well,
hey,
sometimes I don't think it would be good because, Duke does like to lick his giblets and stuff quite a bit.
Zoe is all my dogs are photogenic. That was one of my German Shepherds. She absolutely loves tennis balls, in case you didn't notice.
Duke is laying here down by my feet. Just y'all don't know, I will say it now. Duke is almost met his demise about a little over a week ago. I thought I was gonna have to put Duke down. Duke was not a good boy at all. Duke, I I think he didn't do it. I think out of meanness. I think he got scared or got woke up suddenly. But he bit Riley, my granddaughter, on the face, bad enough where she ended up needing stitches. Okay, she had to go to the hospital and get stitches put in her face where he bit her, and I thought I was going to have to put him down, but we ended up not doing it. But so. He's been better. He's just not going to be allowed to be around people no more.
That's what I got to do with Zoe. She
pick him up.
She likes to eat other dogs, and when she gets high anxiety, she decides to just bite whatever's closest to her. So now she's just pretty much around me.
But she's not scarred. She actually asked the other day on FaceTime to see Duke. But he's not going to be around her anymore.
Yeah, I had that conversation too, because when we went up there, that was Lexi, my youngest. That was her favorite dog of the whole place.
I mean, I don't think he did it maliciously or nothing, but I just can't take the chance of him biting it. Well, it was close, Roy. I had thought I was at that verge, but I don't know if anybody noticed up top of Holstera's head, we do have his daughter up there, Jersey.
Jersey's on top of my name. That's adorable.
So.
Oh, getting back into the other story that why everybody was covering the sub that was at the bottom of the ocean. I don't know if you realize it or not, but the United States Congress passed a law allowing them to lab grow meat now. So instead of getting your meat from a cow, it could be grown in a laboratory.
That just sounds disgusting.
It does sound very fucking disgusting. And I'm like, no, I want my cow to moo. I don't want it on a fucking plate, grown like a vegetable, thank you.
Yeah, that just don't sound right.
And I
Excuse
really
me,
hope...
my nose is running, so I'm trying to catch it.
That's fine. But I'm thinking, I'm like, there had better really be a fucking label on it, because that really would piss me off. If I went and there's two sets of steaks and they look identical and one's just like 75 cents cheaper, and I'm like, well, hell, I'll take the cheaper one. And then you get home and you find out that it's made in a lab instead of real meat. I would be pretty fucking pissed. I don't know who wouldn't. That'd be like somebody tricking you into eating an Impossible Burger. Those commercials for Burger King where they do that to people and the people are like, oh, wow, it was so delicious. I'd punch you in the fucking mouth. If I order an item, give me the item. Don't fraudulently give me some shit that's similar, like tofu. I'm sorry, I just wanted to vent on that and release the information because everybody was so worried about the sub that they didn't even notice it.
You would know about that, wouldn't you, Roy? You would know
Why
about
is it
that.
fucking Roy? Why?
He's obsessed with penises. I mean, he's just
3D printer that prints meat. Now, I've seen the one that does the chocolates. That's pretty impressive. But of course, they're gonna fucking Roy.
We're going to jump into these stories. This first one here is in Georgia. Georgia police, this police department in Georgia, in Villarica, Georgia, apologized for some shit I don't think they need to be apologizing for, okay? They recently had like a civilian gun class. Of course, they have to shoot the guns and qualify. And they used people targets, like pictures of people on it. One of the pictures, on some of the targets, Lord Jesus B, was what? It was a black guy. Now we're being, oh, Lord Jesus. They're just teaching people how to shoot black people. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not. Well, let's watch the video, and you're going to see why I said this ain't the case. But it's fucking stupid, and this police department should have said, you know what, this is stupid. You know, fuck y'all. We ain't apologizing for shit. But, of course, you know, they wouldn't get on the woke wagon and, you know, grovel in their own tears.
Tonight in Villarica, where the police chief has issued an apology after photo show and...
Let me switch over to this one
At
so
the
we're
Ascension
not
Parish
big.
Jail has been fired after video shows him punching an inmate. The encounter happened as the
we will be getting to that story.
Tonight in Villarica, where the police chief has issued an apology after photos show an image of a black man used as target practice during a training seminar. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. The images posted to the department's Facebook page have caused outrage in the community.
Fox 5's Eric Perry is at the live desk tonight. Eric, you sat down with the chief. What did he have to say?
Yeah, Russ, Courtney, good evening. The chief told me they used several different...
Yeah, they're going to show you all of the...
silhouettes.
All the targets, okay?
What the hell was wrong with the old silhouettes? It was just a white outline with a black guy in the middle.
They hear you know shooting more black people. Here you go.
Well, regardless, that's
we use P targets and it's green.
Well, somebody had made fun of this story and made a TikTok about it where they actually took posters of black cartoon characters like Cleveland and they shot at them at the range and they threw them out because of it. And he was like, no, that's racist. And it was a black man doing the shooting, and he goes, you do realize that the silhouettes are also black, right? That you sell? Like it doesn't make a fucking difference.
The regular, but no, we're getting ready to see all the targets they were shooting at. Okay, it wasn't just like this one. This is what pisses me off.
Well, you did shoot houses. They have every different type. They've got Muslims, they've got white people, Asian people, kids, adults.
But in today's world, you know, it's Lord forbid.
But he is not excusing the photo because he knows what it looks like. In a statement,
it looked like a fucking target that you practice shooting at. That's what the fuck it looks like.
The mayor of Villa Rica says he's embarrassed.
Perception is reality.
Villa Rica Police Chief Michael Mansour apologizes after the department posted these images.
You never fucking apologize. You didn't do nothing wrong. Did not do nothing wrong. Don't apologize. That's not going to help. They're still going to come after you.
I got to hear this guy's voice because I'm really thinking it's going to sound like, we'd apologize.
No, it's not that. It's not like that.
I did not mean to do that.
But you can see the target up here, as you see. I mean,
he's got a gun.
Yeah.
To its Facebook page.
Although nothing was intended by posting these pictures or this video that depicted an African-American male on the target, that people can take it as being racial or discriminatory.
Outrage online as these photos surfaced after police hosted a ladies' defense training class over the weekend.
If you notice...
No, watch now right here. These are going to be all the targets they were using. It just happened to be, you know, these were the ones that got up there. And it's like, oh, no, they're shooting a black man. Watch all these targets right here. That's a white guy.
White guy with a shotgun wearing a ski mask.
White woman with a gun.
T on them, which means state qualifying targets. These are the targets that we use to qualify all.
White woman with a gun.
Says these are targets
white man
across the state for exams for office.
White guy with long hair.
Is those little black things? Is that semen on
minorities?
White guy, white woman.
Yeah, white looking hair,
so we got a white woman, 3 white men, and 1 black guy.
So 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make the little problem into the biggest problem.
One out of 5 targets was a black guy. So it's fine and dandy. Nobody's freaking out that they're shooting white people on the target. But Lord forbid they got a black guy on it. Really, it's a fucking paper target people practice to shoot at.
I'm surprised in Orange County they don't use Orlando PD officers as targets.
What pisses me off is this fucking chief and the mayor's like, we're so embarrassed. I'd been like, you know what? We got 4 white targets and 1 black target. It's how they fucking come. That's the targets we use, okay? Get the fuck over it. Have a nice day. They should be, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, Mr. Black Man. No.
Here this is because I guarantee you I know law enforcement budgets, and they probably bought the cheapest fucking targets on the internet. So let me tell you, if you really want them shooting at something better, go buy it for the department and have it sent there. If you want them to have those high fancy targets that highlight every time you hit, I think it's what you're talking about, the orange ones. They do this white outline or whatever.
Yeah, so we saw the pictures of all the targets. It's just what pisses me off here. Stop being fucking victims.
They're upset. They're in disbelief. They feel disrespected. They feel that they are not seen.
You know what I feel? I feel you have enough wind coming in between that gap between your front teeth. You're going to start whistling in a minute, okay?
Hey, man,
that's how I feel.
They got some nice pants.
I'm just saying that, of course, she's just fucking she's playing all up into the victimhood shit here. I mean, like I said,
Well, victimhood. She was.
They had more white targets than black targets, but Lord forbid.
Heard.
Carroll County NAACP President Dominique Conte says the images were tone deaf.
I don't think you should be having any human being as a target, okay? Whether they're black, white, Asian, what have you. It honestly destroys the relationship that they claim that they're trying to build.
She wants the police chief to meet with minority leaders to make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Accountability matters. An apology is unacceptable. This is more than an apology.
An apology is unacceptable. What you want me to do? I go, you want me to give you money? Does that make you feel better? That would. I mean, it's a fucking paper target.
This was a civilian class, though, right?
Yeah.
They were just teaching it like a self-defense class for firearms.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Probably
well,
a concealed carry class or something.
Right. Police officers, we usually have to have at least the numbers on them because we get graded off of our.
But those are the ones they put up in like shoot houses for SWAT teams and shit like that. So, I mean, but they're making a big. I mean, of course, look at her face right here. Look at the smug on her face right here.
She says, "Yep, I got on news. I'm famous.
Yeah,
I made it to the Motorcop Chronicles podcast. My nipples and my teeth are social distancing."
The catalyst. This is an underlining issue. This is basically the straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh, here we
past
go.
30 minutes, the state NAACP issued a statement calling this, quote, inappropriate and unacceptable. So, big question tonight, how does Villa Rica move forward? Well, the mayor said he was embarrassed, and in a statement, he says he will ask...
The mayor shut the fuck up. The only reason this must be an appointed chief, because if I was an elected chief, I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, mayor.
I've never seen an elected chief.
Well, come Louisiana.
I know you told me it would exist, but I've never. Usually, it's
no, come Louisiana.
For an outside organization to review just how this entire incident came about, not just the post itself. The police chief told me he will switch to a silhouette target for residents who are taking those classes and training to use. At the live desk, I'm Eric Perry, Fox 5 News.
All right, we'll see if that satisfies the NAACP.
Nothing satisfies. Let me tell you what. Nothing satisfies the NAACP. Nothing.
Come and check for $1 million. They'll wait a month and come back for more.
All right, let's go to some comments. Aaron says he seen them targets and they are expensive. Melissa said she needs to wear a bra. Roy P says no one was hurt, no one was crying, just the race. It's nothing but race baiting right there. That's all it is. Melissa said her boobs are divided just as much as that news story. And Roy says plus the NAACP needs a check from the city to feel better. Yes, they do. It's ridiculous. It's fucking paper targets. And the ones that happened at that point, I guarantee you they had shot all the white people up already. They saved the black one for life. Okay. I mean, it's fucking stupid. Really. You know what? I've been a cop for almost 30 years. I've shot hundreds of those type of targets. Never really paid attention what color the fucking person was in it. I was just seeing if I hit them where I'm supposed to hit them at. Never even occurred to me. Oh, yep, you shot the black man. Nope, never paid attention to it whatsoever. Just a target. All right, go to the next story before I end up saying something.
So this next, yep. I was waiting. All right. So basically, our next story comes from the idiots in Maryland. So basically, if you're going to go on a fucking shooting spree and kill a bunch of people with a gun and try to hide, do it in fucking Maryland. That's the easiest way because their Supreme Court just ruled that firearm experts cannot use scientifically proven evidence to link a bullet to a rifle or a handgun. So
well, they're no longer experts.
That is correct. So the whole thing behind it, because when I was reading it, I'm like, you got to be fucking making this shit up. So in Maryland, yeah, the Supreme Court has ruled in like a weird number. It was like 3 or 4 out of 10 ruled to keep it, and the rest said fuck it. So we all know that ballistics from a firearm, whether you use a rifle or a handgun, as long as it has a barrel, it will leave a set serrated serrations on the side of the bullet, so that you can go back and link it to the serrations on other bullets.
Basically, like a fingerprint for each barrel of a gun.
It is. The only one that doesn't have one is a 12 gauge with scatter shot. regardless, they're now saying that that's no longer admissible in court. So even if somebody was to go crazy and kill 100 people with an AR-15 in court, they can't link that gun to the bullets anymore in Maryland, which is fucking absurd.
The rifling.
Right. That is insane. You know how many fucking murders and shit have been discovered because of that? Like
not no more.
Not in Maryland.
Not Maryland. Not Maryland.
I mean, that's going to cause so many people to walk on technicalities.
No, JoJo, they are inside of them, except for shotguns. Shotguns don't have it. If you look inside the barrel of like a pistol or a rifle or something like that, it's not gyration. It's called rifling. It's got these grooves done in kind of a spiral. So when the bullet comes out, it's causing the bullet to spin, which helps it keep it on the accuracy thing. So when the bullet's coming out on that soft lead, the rifling shows up on that bullet, and no two riflings on any gun is exactly the same. There's going to be imperfection. So it's basically like a fingerprint. Yeah. He says he's about to lose the whole camera if you don't give the dog the damn ball.
Did she put it between my legs? Motherfucker. Here.
I don't know what you got going on between your legs, but keep it to yourself.
I'm sitting in my recliner, so like my laptop's on my lap and all this equipment's on my leg.
Yeah, we can tell because you're shaking your leg and the whole camera's bouncing around.
I'm not. Zoe is standing right here, and she's trying to get me to play.
Well, we're going to go on to the state of Washington now.
But yeah, I agree, Roy. You just change out the barrel, but at the end of the day, fuck. I mean, that's ridiculous.
This is in Fife, Washington. They had this guy. He decided to do a home invasion robbery. And when he was making his escape, he stole a police car and ended up crashing a police car. Do have a video. So when you rob somebody over there, you can steal the police car. Stuff like that. Of course, it's going to be.
Video from a neighbor's home shows the moment Fife police say a suspect who stole one of their units crashed.
I don't know why I keep doing that tonight. Losing my mind.
Video from a neighbor's home shows the moment Fife police say a suspect who stole one of their units crashed head-on into a Washington.
And he stole a police car and then ran into a state trooper.
A trooper's SUV. Officers rush to help, take the driver into custody, and work to get aid for the trooper and civil service employee who is also in the car. Today, cleanup is underway after that collision, just one part of the ongoing work that's following a hectic night.
Took him a whole day to get out there to put drywall on.
Right? Just fucking get some kitty litter.
That shit would have been done before we ever left the scene.
Pierce County. Fife police say they were called to a home invasion just after midnight and found 3 suspects trying to drive away, but they ended up in a ditch. Police say as they took 2 into custody, 1 with a gun, the 3rd suspect took control of a police unit.
Very chaotic and split-second decisions were being made, so obviously being able to look back at it now and to say, could the officer maybe lock the vehicle, could anti-theft devices be put into?
There's all kind of ifs, ands, and buts about it. I mean,
well, I don't understand this. Was it after the Crown Vic that they decided to just not put a fucking tremble switch?
I don't know.
You know the tremble switch, right? The hidden button you got to hit to put it in.
Yeah, I got one in my unit.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
If you don't know where it's at, but I can get out of the car and hit the switch, and if you get in it, even if you don't know where the switch is, you're not going to put it in gear.
Nope, it's a useless car. It's a brick. I mean, I've laughed my ass off because I've had rookies and shit sit down in them and be like, the car won't move. Like, you got to hit the fucking button.
Patrol cars, absolutely. And we'll take a
Those Ford Explorers don't have them now.
Get that.
But
make
why not? It was a great feature.
I'm just saying the Ford Explorers don't have them. Dodge, the Durangos and stuff do. But they don't have that on them Explorers.
On what we can do better moving forward.
Police say they, along with assisting agencies, followed the suspect using the unit's GPS tracker and caught up with them about 4 miles from the home near 34th and Portland Avenue in Tacoma as the suspect ran into the WSP vehicle.
My men and women are okay, so that's great. but now my focus is towards the Washington State trooper and their passenger, and I hope that they have a speedy recovery.
It almost looks like they didn't even realize that the car was stolen. Because if you look at the initial impact, the other officer behind just kind of casually walked up and helped the state highway patrol dude out, and didn't even worry about the other car.
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh, fuck, we accidentally crashed into each other. It's not a big deal. And then suddenly they were like, "Oh fuck, he ain't supposed to be in that car."
Investigation is ongoing, and they say that this pursuit was legal under state law.
This is what got me on here right here. Listen to this shit.
Legal under state law because of the nature of the crimes involved. Reporting in Fife, Erica Zucco, King 5 News.
They have illegal police pursuits. It was a legal pursuit under state law. The fuck?
What state is this?
What state are we in? Fucking story. Washington.
Yeah, remember they deactivated pursuits.
Yep, Washington fucking figures. So, yeah. But anyway, bad guys in custody. Pay attention what you're doing, people. I mean, but it can happen. It can happen. I'm lucky through the years it didn't happen to me before. So, yep. At least it was a legal pursuit. Next story is yours.
Give me a second.
I actually got a video for you.
You full of shit. You don't never give me videos.
Well, I'll just take the story.
I want a video for that last story. Bureau of Wildlife Patrol video, California deputy shot in the ear. Is that me?
Which one?
Yeah, shot in the ear. California deputy shot in the ear during pursuit with suspect armed with a rifle. The sheriff said the bullet broke the back of the deputy's sunglasses. However, how close the bullet came to potentially ending her life. So apparently she got in a shootout, and for a bullet to graze your head, yeah, that's a little changing.
AR bullet too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a little bit to the left or right, it would have turned your head into a pumpkin.
Yep. Got video. Let me go to the right screen. I almost did it again.
Video from a neighbor's home shows the moment Fife police say a suspect who stole one of...
You know what I wish they would make? That whenever you put your car in drive, park, it automatically cuts your siren off.
They do. They make it. You just got to have it installed.
Because, you know what I'm talking about. Cops will get out and take off running.
Oh, my God. Or the worst case scenario is you tackle somebody right in front of somebody's fucking cruiser, and now you've got that wailer screaming in your ear 3 inches away. And you're like, if somebody don't turn it off, I'm going to shoot it. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Hey, stop! Stop now! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
I don't think he's listening.
Let me see your hands!
Oh, left-handed cop there too. Hold on, I wanted to see what this was. Let me see if I can back it up and see.
It's like a Beretta.
No, not the gun, the wall. Some spray paint on that wall. Did it say like fuck the police or something?
It might have. Fuck Trump. Just fuck Trump.
Oh, okay. So we know what type of area we're in.
A law-abiding one.
Militia 5-1, we have 2 leg girl, one's running with the AR-15.
Bad guy, right there running. Female cop was right on his ass. Watching them run with them cameras on, about enough to make you seasick, though, huh?
You remember you were fucking watching Cops back in the day when the guy was running with the VCR-sized one down the highway? I always loved it when they ran past the cop. I'm like, it's really impressive because he's carrying 80 pounds.
Yeah, and he done passed the cop. Now, right up here, tell me, I don't know if he like just turns and fires around like blindly, or trips or something. Because you got to watch close. Because he don't physically like turn his complete body all the way around and fire.
Stop right there!
See, I don't stand right here. Why she's calling this back? She has one at gunpoint. No, she don't. You still chasing this motherfucker. You may have your gun out, but he's not at gunpoint because he's up here.
Okay, wait a minute. Why were they in pursuit of this suspect?
I think it was a carjacking or some shit. It was two of them.
Okay, so they were inside of a carjacked vehicle.
I'm guessing. Hold on, let me look and I'll tell you.
Okay.
So you don't think I'm lying?
No, it ain't that. I want to see, like, it already sounds like if it is, then that's kind of up there with a forcible felony. Now he's fleeing with an AR-15 with intention to do it again. Certain states, you'd be completely justified to air him out, even if he's running away.
This was in California.
Oh, no, you ain't shooting that motherfucker even after he shoots you. That's sad.
Is that they got a call about potential gang members with firearms in the area.
Oh, well, in that point...
They responded to the scene. They started running. Guy had AR in his hand. So, here we go. The shooting's about to start.
Stop right there! Stop! Drop the gun! Drop it!
See right there? It's when a shot.
Yeah, he kind of just throws it back over his, like, underneath his shoulder and fucking pulls the trigger.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's just, I mean... So she's lucky she didn't get hit something in her head or something like that. But
well, it grazed her in the head.
I mean she's lucky she didn't take a full-on hit though. But
drop the gun! Drop it!
Oh yeah, he did.
Mercy 37, I'm here.
Yeah, she pumped some rounds in his ass.
Good though.
Oh yeah.
Fight.
Mercy 5, one shot fired.
Oh, I would have duked the hazard. Yep, good boy. Motherfucker.
No, he went meant to. I was like, please turn that fucker off.
What, weed plants?
No, that's just
Mercy
tall
5, one shot
grass.
fired. You good?
She got hit right there in the ear, you can see.
217, no shit. Start 1141. Where you at?
Hey, she didn't lay down with it, though. Some people just laid down.
Yep. And I mean, I probably would have escalated it because, I mean, she was hit. So, you know.
Hey, Aaron said, did you guys happen to hear about the carjacking in Chicago? I mean, I don't
Doesn't
know.
that happen at lunchtime every day? I figured at this point they just steal your car in Chicago and bring it back with less gas.
This next one here is about a Michigan cop.
Nuh-uh. There's no cops in Michigan.
And actually this weekend I actually got an interview, if everything goes out right. This guy used to, he's retired now, but he used to be a Detroit Rock City cop.
What?
Yes. Anyway, they have a Michigan officer. He has been charged with 2 misdemeanors, and he is on paid leave right now. I'm pretty sure after we watch the videos, there's 2 videos, that the guy's probably
that motherfucker's fired, dude.
He's getting fired. He's lucky
Ain't
he's
going to jail.
Not 2 misdemeanors? Nah, he ain't going to jail. Let's watch the video. We got 4 and 5 take on there. Let me grab them up. Here we go. This is just the video, no sound or whatever.
I want the fucking audio. You know I do.
Yeah, me too. Well,
he said something.
The deputy right here, gets up. I think he's about to start the booking procedure because you're gonna see he's gonna mess with this over here.
Computer, yep. And it's like he wants him to put his hand in there and do his fingerprints.
Little thug right here. I guarantee you he's flapping his lips. This man's been doing this for he's a 14-year cop. He probably just hit the wrong button and
at the wrong day at the
he
wrong
broke.
time.
He broke. Unfortunately, the man's gonna lose his job, but I guarantee you, little thug's gonna think twice about messing with a big ass dude again.
Right.
Let's watch it. See, he's walking. He's sitting there. He's telling him something. He's probably getting ready to book him, but he didn't.
He hits him with the biggest fucking.
He didn't even punch him. If you watch, they say he punched him. He he open slammed that motherfucker right there. He bitch slapped the fuck out of him right there.
Like Goldberg.
And he bitch slapped him hard enough to the old kid that fucker hit the ground. Then he picks him up. He picks him up by his belt, his pants in the back. Watch, look like a rag, like a sack of dog food. He just picked him up and slammed him back on the ground.
Well, it used to be shocking the system, is what it was called. It made you start to hit a little bit of realization upstairs.
Well, the realization was this man just picked me up like I was a sack of potatoes.
Right?
Okay.
He's like, he was talking shit, and then
he's like,
everybody's gangsters till you hit the fucking ground.
Yeah, till you get bitch slapped so hard you thought you were back inside your mama's womb.
But yeah,
right.
There's no audio on this, so like basically,
it looks like just from the video, it just looks like he walked up and started beating on him. Something.
Right.
I mean,
we know that ain't true.
Something was said, but you still you can't hit the inmates just for saying shit.
No, you got to use your composure. The officers did assist with the handcuffing, and then these two officers initiated.
Tried to de-escalate the situation.
Yes, and they told him, "Hey man, that's enough. Come on, bro." And then afterwards, they immediately went to their supervisor and had all the proper paperwork filled out. Because we know if this would have hit the media, all three of them would have got fired.
So anyway, this one he's like, for some reason he's like, look, Bob, well, he punches him, slams his head once in there. Now, watch when he picks him up again. This is not a handle, okay?
It is now.
He grabbed him by the back of his dreadlocks and picked him back up off the ground by his hair. Okay, then now he's like, okay, oh, you don't want to listen? You don't want to listen? All right, you little bastard, I'm going to put you in the cell. Come on. Come here, punk.
I like the Russian walk.
Come here, punk. And he brings him over here and watch him put him in a cell. Gently. Then he throws him into the cell like a rag doll and slams the door. So yeah. So let's go to the part where they actually have commentary. Like, of course, they got some preacher, it's like, you know where this is going, right?
Lucky
we know
he
where.
Didn't get strapped into the fucking chair.
We know where this is going, though, right?
Do you want Officer Rodriguez off the job?
Absolutely. I'm calling for his resignation or his firing. His firing right now. This prisoner did not strike him. This prisoner didn't spit upon him or anything.
Spit upon him.
Reverend W.J. Rideout didn't.
The Reverend.
Wait a minute now. We now have the good word from the Reverend.
The good Reverend. He needs to finish He needs to fix his shirt. He's missing a button right here. Look. Look, okay. Reverend.
It's the
redneck
missing. Word of the day. Fascinate. I have all these buttons on my shirt, but I'm so fat I can only fascinate. Anyway, this good Reverend has now given us the authority we need that
to fire this man.
If we are touched or
spit upon.
If you are spit upon, you can bitch slap the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
The good Reverend says so. So I agree. Let's go ahead and fire this cop. But as we move forward, I think we should use this good Reverend's word.
Yep. The good Reverend.
You spit on me, I shall spat on you.
About the brutal display of excessive.
Brutal display. He slapped this motherfucker like he is a punk ass kid, like he is.
Oh yeah, he whipped his ass.
You know what? You know what? If this boy's daddy would have been in his life and did that to him when he was growing up, he wouldn't be sitting in jail right now.
Please raise your kids so we don't fucking have to.
Yeah.
Force caught on camera against a carjacking suspect.
Now listen, this is why this is just little punks in jail for doing a carjacking. Armed, convicted felon in possession of a firearm. So he's a good citizen, right? He's a good citizen, but now he's a victim. I'm sure he ran his mouth. The cop shouldn't have hit him, but he provoked him enough. But now the bad guy is now the victim.
On Tuesday, Warren's Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer and Macomb County Prosecutor Pete Lucido charged Warren Officer Matthew Rodriguez with 2 misdemeanors, including assault and battery on a 19-year-old who sources tell.
On a 19, what's his age got to do with it?
Over 18, it don't make a
He's a grown up. It don't matter how old he is. And if he's 19, he should be rough and tough, right? You got a old ass fat white dude right there. Thought you could take him out.
Dude, that is a big old Hispanic boy.
Little thug easy down there got the shit rocked out of him.
Well, no, we already know that thug was so gangster and powerful. That's why he needed a gun to steal it from, cars from people.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Is Juwan Smith. Are you satisfied that Commissioner Dwyer and Pete Lucido both came forward and condemned this man's actions?
They didn't condemn him. They slapped him on the wrist.
Officer Rodriguez, a 14-year veteran with Warren PD, is on paid leave. Fox 2 has learned this is not Rodriguez's first excessive force case, while as a member of the Warren Police Department.
Let me explain something to people. If you can cop long enough, you go your whole career and you don't get no complaints. You don't get any excessive force complaints. You don't get any. You never did your fucking job, okay? If you don't end up in court getting sued at some point in your career, you never did your fucking job. Because guess what? If you don't do all stuff, that means you're not doing your job. Because guess what? Bad guys love to play the victim. They love to play the victim. You put your hands on somebody, yeah, it's force. Force is not pretty. This ain't the movies, okay? When we use force against somebody, it's not like, some kung fu master in some orchestrated fight. It's not pretty like that, So it's just... I'm not saying this cop was right. He was wrong. He shouldn't have hit this kid. But they acting like, they just acted like, this poor kid was just, all he did was ask for a hug from this man.
He said, I need a hug.
He said, I need a hug, brother. And that guy said, I ain't gay, motherfucker. It slapped shit. No, I'll guarantee you that motherfucker says, yeah, I've been out. When I get out, I'm going to get your wife to suck my dick or something. Yeah, motherfucker, say, suck this. I'm going to knock your teeth out.
Well, that's the thing is he probably said something like that. It was honestly like, man, what the fuck? Why did you need a gun to do this? He's probably trying to have a conversation. He's probably like, I'm going to get out of here and rape your fucking wife when I'm out. And that cop just probably said, you know what? I'm going to slap the shit out of his face. And it just escalated. He probably just fucking blacked out and beat his ass.
Yeah. Sometimes it happened. And JoJo says slap on the wrist. She said that's what to do to the criminals. Exactly. But it's fine if they slap the criminals on the wrist.
Court paperwork shows in April 2013, Rodriguez, along with 3 other officers, are accused of roughing up 2 men. One of them was under 18 while they were booked for driving under the influence. At one point, the complaint says, quote, Rodriguez rushed over to Devontae Campbell, the minor, grabbed onto him and violently pulled D. Campbell off the bench onto the floor, then slung him around and dragged him as if he were a rag doll to a nearby detention cell.
I want to hire this Campbell.
That means he probably wasn't listening.
Right.
He got drugged to a cell.
And that's why this guy works as a CO. Okay, he is a mountain of a man that probably can lift a fucking 220-pound man with one arm. Okay, this is the kind of guy you keep around because people are dicks in jail. They're, especially when they're drunk.
No, come on, they're not. No, not people in jail.
Especially
they're misunderstood.
How many drunks you ever have in your back seat?
They're misunderstood.
Most of the time, they're sitting in the back seat going, "I'm gonna piss on your floor."
Yeah, or they do piss on the floor.
And dragged him as if he were a rag doll to a nearby detention cell.
This speaks to the leadership here in Warren, to the mayor, chief of police, and even the prosecutor. This speaks to all 3 of them. How they feel about a black man and people of color.
Warren police.
Of course, about people of color.
Well, we have to.
We have to. The people of color.
We have to throw the color part into it.
No, let's do it for him.
The Rodriguez guys, like I said, Rodriguez ain't a Caucasian name.
And he's tan. He's Hispanic.
Mm-hmm. He's brown.
He's a people of color, like
yeah, exactly.
So he's trying to put the man down. Hey, it's Chad Jenkins.
Look at him. Glad you could join us, Mr. Jenkins.
Have a history of excessive force allegations involving black people in custody. Last summer, video shows Warren officers pull 17-year-old Tyler Wade from a car, then punch and kick him repeatedly.
You know why they're punching him? Because he won't let his hands loose. That's why. They're trying to get him to comply.
Wade has filed a lawsuit.
I mean, did he? I mean, what? Something wrong? Something happened to him? I bet you listen next time, huh, motherfucker?
Against the department.
Tolerating racist practices in that police department.
On Wednesday, attorney Leonard Mungo announced a federal jury verdict against Warren for discriminatory practices. As for Juwan Smith, Reverend W.J. Rideout says he hasn't spoken to his family yet, but he plans to soon.
When there's a victim involved like him, all I can be is a mouthpiece for the injustice.
Oh, he's a fucking mouthpiece, all right. He's a mouthpiece.
Being done to him right now.
The injustice is being done to
Officer
him.
Rodriguez off the force, Reverend Rideout said he would like to have a sit-down conversation with Commissioner Bill DeWire.
And who the fuck is this reverend? Because you saying you're a reverend? Oh, I just I need to sit down. I mean, what the fuck?
But aren't you like an ordained minister?
Yeah, I'm a reverend. They need to sit down and have a meeting with me.
Reverend Iceman.
About the culture of policing in Warren, he would also like to see Attorney General Dana Nessel investigate the department.
I'm sure you would. Blah, blah, blah. The good reverend. The good reverend.
I like those purple flowers. Are they hanging from the light fixtures?
Here on he's a fucking reverend too. Yeah. Yeah.
Motorcop reverends.
All right, let's go on, because I mean the cop's going to get fired, which he should be fired. He did wrong. Okay, the kid didn't swing on him. He didn't do nothing. The dude, something triggered him. He was wrong. He put his hands on him. He will be fired. He got charged. Some people on another, I wasn't going to play a whole nother news article. They were bitching on it, saying, well, why didn't they charge him with a felony? Because guess what? He didn't commit a fucking felony, okay? He committed a misdemeanor battery.
He whipped his ass.
Okay? The kid, which the kid probably needed. The cop's going to lose his job. He should, okay? But just, let's not make it into something. But they're making it into something it's not, so.
So, if he is in fact fired, he just needs a little bit of anger management courses and then maybe reapply in 6 months.
All right. Next one's yours. I got a video for that too.
Is she naked? Tempe, Arizona.
No.
A Tempe police officer is hoping to bridge a gap.
The gap.
Between law enforcement and the community throughout the nation after she was crowned Miss Arizona, USA. Officer Candace Canaval, who works as a crisis intervention trained officer and hostage negotiator.
That means she sits behind a desk. This girl ain't, trust me, we're about to watch video. This lady, this girl, she ain't out running and gunning on the street putting people in jail, okay?
Now, that does, I mean, come on. We all know that SWAT stands for sit, wait, and talk.
Yeah.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
And they said there's many crossovers. So she's basically doing a PR move using the agency. And honestly, I don't think...
You want Officer Rodriguez off the job?
Absolutely.
Right here. Watch.
First runner-up is Catalina Foothills, Jordan Owen, your new Miss Arizona USA, Candace Canaval.
Y'all think she's running calls? You think she's showing up at your house, find out to arrest your husband for beating your ass?
I don't know. I mean, she would be a pretty good, crisis intervention.
I'm just saying she don't work the street. She probably never worked the street.
Like, you come out, we can go get a burger together.
Probably never worked the street.
Good. That's great. That's a crowning achievement for Candace.
Some other comments in that. Yeah, baby.
Hey! You can't have kisses on the show.
Oh, Iceman said kisses.
Duke is licking his ass right now, so that's why I don't have a camera on him.
Winning the title of Miss Arizona USA, but it's her day job that's impressive. She's on the police officer force in Tempe.
I want to know what a police officer force is, okay? What is that?
I'm not even seeing a gun on her hip in that photo.
I don't even know what a police officer force is. Y'all look that up.
It's the number that we call when we work for the police department.
Okay, I don't know.
You know, people always go, who do the cops call when they need 911?
The police officer force.
Yeah, we use the police officer force.
Arizona. And she's gone from patrol to the pageant circle in competition for Miss USA. And Officer Knavel is live in Phoenix now. How you doing? Good morning to you. You look great. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah. You have a hashtag.
She has that real commanding voice, too, you.
Thank you. Good morning. Could you please put the gun down, sir? Please. I'll smile with my pretty smile for you.
It is all fun and jokes, but congratulations, young lady.
I called Yes She Can.
Yes, she can.
I do.
Oh, God.
Yes,
That
She Can
reminds me of
is
those
an initiative
posters
that I
from World
created
War
a
II.
couple years ago that's all about promoting confidence and capability in women. So through this campaign, I've been able to...
Oh, hell no. She's trying to take credit for creating Yes, We Can.
No, yes, she can.
I don't know. You remember the old posters from World War II where the women made the bombs?
I don't know. That's yes, we can, not she can. This is she can.
Teach over 200 women skills like self-defense and situational awareness, as these are skills I have training in every day. So the importance of this campaign really is just to ensure that no woman feels stuck in a situation that she doesn't know how to get herself out of.
Did you grow up in pageants, or did you see this as an opportunity to spread the word?
I've actually been doing pageants for 11 years. I've competed at Miss Arizona. This is my 7th year when I won. So I've been doing it for quite some time. But the funny story about how I started is I was attending a Shop with a Cop event as just a volunteer. And I saw a title holder that was there. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I want to do that. And now I'm a police officer. So it came full circle, which is really cool.
Yeah, you talk about humanizing the role of a police officer and reminding people that you guys have lives outside the uniform, right? And you have lives, you have families and you have friends. Just explain a little bit about how you see that.
Okay, I can't do it no more. I can't do
Oh
this
man,
anymore.
I got a piece of dirt on my
I'm
screen.
sorry. I'm glad. I'm so happy she won. Good deal. And pretty sure she's a certified police officer. Don't act like she's out on the street pounding the fucking pavement like the rest of us. Okay.
Hey, you know what? She could be. I'm not saying that she's not. I just congratulations to the young lady. It's all fun and jokes here, but
Yeah, Miss Beauty Queen ain't pounding the pavement. I'm telling you.
Oh, you or me. That's why. That's not my story.
Cannot. All right, let's move on. Next one is about a Kentucky officer. Kentucky. Ding, 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 ding.
What the fuck?
What?
My next story is complete shit.
Anyway, these Kentucky cops were out investigating something. Plainclothes cops in a plain car when a bad guy comes up.
Is this the two districts that went after each other in Detroit?
Nope. It's in Kentucky.
Oh.
So let's watch what happens when these undercover cops were being undercover. Video number 7. Cut 7.
Runner-up is...
According to Louisville police, this is what happened. A white man in his 20s sees two men in plain clothes sitting in an unmarked car.
Hold on a second.
Decides to car.
So, would it have been different if it had been a black man that seen people sitting in their car? It was a white man. Like, holy shit. It was like a white man committed the crime. I mean, really? Does it matter?
A white man in his 20s sees two men in plain clothes sitting in an unmarked car. The man decides to carjack them, but has no idea they are undercover LMPD officers.
The suspect attempted to carjack the officers with a gun.
Officers with the
Look, it was Miss Kentucky. Just P.I.O.
fugitive unit were in the Portland neighborhood looking for a shooting suspect. They were in an unmarked car, wearing regular clothes, when a man approached their vehicle. According to LMPD, the man pulled a gun and attempted to carjack the officers. One of the undercover cops pulled his service weapon and fired.
Officers immediately rendered aid and attempted to perform life-saving measures on the individual. The individual was transported to U of L, where he was pronounced deceased.
Emotions were high at the scene. Neighbors we spoke with didn't want to talk on camera, but told us they heard the shots. According to the interim police chief, the undercover officer who shot the suspected carjacker is a law enforcement veteran.
The officer who fired his weapon is a 10-year veteran with LMP.
He's a veteran who shot that damn cracker.
Well, the funny thing about it is, I mean, like, this needs to happen across America.
It's like this stupid motherfucker tried to carjack 2 cops with a gun.
Well,
he got exactly what he deserved.
It's like that one social media post where the fucking cops are sitting in the window and the guy's trying to, like, duct tape it and pull it down. And then finally the cops reel it down and they're on full tactical gear and they're like, you fucking serious?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, but they're like, it's perpetrated by a 20-year-old white man.
But it doesn't matter. If they start getting gunned down for doing stupid shit on a daily, I guarantee you somebody will go, man, you want to go steal some cars? Nah, man, I'm thinking about playing some GTA instead because I don't want to get fucking shot.
Officer-involved shooting, Kentucky State Police will handle the investigation. KSP arrived shortly after the incident and began field operations to determine exactly what happened. Shortly after the shooting, we're told the man...
Still an old Crown Vic right there. Look at it.
No, I don't see the Vic yet. I'm liking the 3D scanner. Oh, hell yeah.
It looks in good shape, too.
Hell yeah.
And undercover officers were in the area looking for walked out of a house and surrendered. Rex...
The guy they were looking for come out and said, hey, it's me. I give up. Don't shoot me, too.
Is now in custody for a non-fatal shooting last month on Alfred...
I mean, look at fucking meth head right here. Look at this kid. Jesus Christ.
It actually looks like the kid at Best Buy today that helped me get my headphones and everything.
Jesus, look at him.
Just like...
It's bad.
Portland. The name of the man shot and killed while allegedly trying to carjack the undercover LMPD officers has not been released. The name of the officer who fired the fatal shot also has not been released. Reporting live in the studio tonight, I'm Randall Cam.
And reporting live in the studio tonight is me. My name has not been released. So anyway, bad guy dead. Tried to jack the police. Didn't work out for him very well. They killed him, and it scared the other guy so bad he just gave the fuck up. They were looking for hold up. Oh, speaking of, since that one place, since you're not allowed to shoot paper targets of colored people, they're gonna have to take all these video games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff out and take all the black people out of them.
Oh God, don't even start that shit.
Because the games
happened back in the 90s.
The games are really triggering because you can shoot black people in those video games. So we just got to put
a lot of games you can't shoot anything besides zombies.
We just got to put all white people in because it's okay to shoot white people or Asians. That seems to be okay too. Oh, did you get in trouble, Aaron, for saying cracker?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, you can't even say cracker no more.
That's because you're in Chicago, sir. You're not allowed to say those words. A new Michigan law could help the city of Detroit retain officers and recover the cost of training those officers.
This is fucked up right here.
That's why I said at the beginning of your story, because that's what I started reading it. But let me tell you, because I've worked for some departments that does what they call sponsoring, where they pay for your police academy, and usually you'll sign at least a 2-year contract to stay on board. I'm assuming these fuckheads don't have that requirement. So let's read this. The city pays to train new officers who often leave to work in the suburbs, costing Detroit millions, the city assistant police chief said. We have experienced over the last several years a large number of individuals joining the Detroit Police Department for the training with the apparent plan to leave for suburban police departments shortly thereafter. Detroit, what the hell's short?
Just say they leave for better departments is what the fuck they're doing.
Right, because I'm sure that Detroit, being where it is, it's got to be super fucking liberal. I wouldn't want to work in that shithole either. Detroit Police Department Assistant Chief said during a legislative hearing, I've been told that some agencies have actually encouraged individuals to do so. And we have even had police chiefs and command staff from suburban police departments attend our academy graduations, only to have a recruit resign the next day. Oh,
It's it's like recruitment part for them. It's like, hey, come work for me.
Right? Because somebody else paid for it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking Detroit being stupid. The tuition fees. Okay, this is a fucking ripoff. The tuition fees in that department for the state law enforcement is between $6,000 and $10,000. The full training cost to get a new police officer is $35,000. First off, that's ridiculous. I think.
Are they counting salary, equipment, and all that other shit though?
It can't be, because you can't be making no $35,000 a year in Detroit.
I don't know. It's freaking. My thing is, if you
like between 35 and
they're talking about wanting to make these guys sign a 4-year contract. So basically, you're trying to make them your indentured servants for 4 years.
So the department has lost $6.389 million. So $6,389,000 off of motherfuckers getting hired and going through the academy and quitting day one. Okay, first off, redo your contract. I would say 2 years. If you can get 2 years out of somebody, congratulations.
Yeah, not 4. 4's a little ridiculous.
And if you're going to be a dick and say you owe me $35,000 if you quit, fuck you. I maybe pay for the actual tuition, which is between, like I said, maybe $3,000 to $6,000.
Yeah, for the school itself.
Right. But you can't charge people for all the equipment you're going to keep when they quit, dumbass.
You know what I say? I mean, make them pay you. Don't hire them. Say you want to be a cop, make them pay their own way through the academy. That's like Brooklyn had to do.
Yep, self-sponsored.
Yeah, and then put them through academy. Then let them. Then like free agents. It ain't cost you shit.
Yep. That's what they allow you to do in Florida, and that's actually why the certified police officers in the state of Florida actually outnumber the residents of the state of Florida. But that stat's about 8 years old, so with all the new residents, I don't know where that's at.
Roy's over here trying to blame us for getting people put in Facebook jail.
Well, stop saying crap.
That's what I say. He freaking victim.
So they've had a 58% turnover since 2020.
Next one, we're going back to Florida.
No.
Florida had a whole bunch this time.
Did I have the mom that banged all the friends?
That's actually an old story, I found out, but I put it on there anyway.
I know it is.
Anyway, this one here is like a hero cop, okay? Since we had so many, cops bitch slapping people. This guy, they almost had a lot of raining and stuff in Florida. They had flooding and stuff, and
hell yeah!
This cop got ended up saving this guy from drowning, but almost drowned himself. Also, they got sucked up pulled under into a drain hole or something. They were underwater through a pipe for like 100 feet or some shit like that. Had to be a very scary experience. So we're gonna watch it.
I would have drowned 3 times.
And I did it again. I don't know why I keep doing that.
According to Louisville police, this is what happened. A white man in his...
White man?
Another white man?
30-37.
That's a lot of rain.
30-37.
This is what I fucking told you. Florida was getting pounded.
Here in front of Sherman Williams on 98.
And this is why I always carry floaties on the trunk. Now you heard his supervisor, right?
He's underwater right now. Still underwater. Still underwater. And he's just coming out from being underwater. This is the cop hollering he got the guy.
Oh, Jesus, buddy. Hey, David. David? David.
I know my name's Bill.
Believe what
David's my cousin.
You okay, buddy? Can you believe what happened to us? Just breathe.
He forgot he was a cop for a minute.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Oh, baby Jesus, thank God. He baby Jesus it.
Oh, Jesus, thank you. Oh,
The cop's like, oh, man. The guy's like, almost died. You all, what the hell are you happy about? He said, almost died too. It sucked me in.
man. Oh, my God. I did. I never held my breath like that in my life. I mean, oh, God, come here, bro.
Come here, bro. Give me a hug. I mean, these two dudes are about to have like man sex. They're so happy or
But
something.
you know what? They just went through the. I mean,
That was a life changing experience right there.
Right, that guy. They're now brothers. Like,
Yes.
okay, we now can swim in tunnels together.
Oh, my God, Lucas. I'm saving my life, dude. I love you. Man, I'm saved. I was saved, dude. I love you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Is that a white police officer that risked his life to save an African American gentleman?
Sure did look like it, didn't it?
Fucking weird, right?
Wow.
You would think this would be maybe covered by the news? Because this actually happens more often than not.
Yeah,
You put
no,
life
not
on the line
that.
for
Not
other
that.
humans, disregarding color, you know?
Oh my God! I'm alright, man. No, I don't want to get sucked down again. We're staying put.
I agree.
I fought it for a second. I saw you go down and I went after you. Yeah. Hold on. I held on. It was like,
Yeah, I can call it dispatch. Yeah, you guys will roll a rescue boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. He was over there and I was having him come across. And he goes down. And I go in after him. I got sucked in the drain pipe right by that marker. And I went all the way underneath Highway 98 and got spit out. You will not. If it didn't happen to him too, I'm glad you're good. Thank you, man, for like being there.
Wow.
I feel awful.
How about that, everybody?
How about it?
That was
That's a real feel-good story because I tell you what.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, I didn't even think about it because I don't think about it. But Holster's right. You had a white cop that risked his life to save a black man, but you don't hear about how much of that you're hearing about on the national news. Nope. You're not. It might have been a little blip
on the TV.
Yeah,
Oh,
he hey, dude's a hero.
Absolutely.
So, very scary. I did. Hold on. What? Yep. The cop is getting 3 days suspension now.
Because he damaged the body camera.
Because his taser, his portable radio, and his body camera have been damaged, and he knows you're not supposed to go into the water, and you're supposed to take that off first. So he can have 3 days suspension. No, I'm joking. But Holster, when I said 3 days suspension, Holster automatically was like, "Yep," because his equipment got messed up in the water.
and his supervisor said, "Get out of there before you flood." So in other words, his supervisor cared about the unit, and
yeah,
don't get me wrong, the supervisor cares about our protection, but the supervisor also don't want to get reamed out because the fucking entire unit's totaled. His duty belt, his gear, the police radio, the body cameras and shit are all destroyed from the rain. Yeah.
Oh, I got in a crash one time, and first thing admin, this wasn't the department I'm at now, this was a long time ago. The first thing out of admin's mouth was, well, how's the unit? I said, well, I'm fine. That's first thing. That's what I said. I said, well, I'm okay. The unit's a little messed up, though. That was the first thing out their mouth. How's the unit?
Yep.
So, because that's what they fucking cared about.
They use their in-house security or insurance. So it's like one insurance covers the entire department. So when shit happens, it's crazy.
This guy's a hero. This next guy here is also a hero. I'm just going to play. I don't know if you want to read. We just play the video. Kind of tells you the whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
And, you know, at that point, I wasn't a cop anymore. Yeah. Sorry.
Tragedy averted by a heroic DeSoto County deputy. He jumped out of his car, ran through traffic, and jumped onto that moving tractor trailer to save the driver and other people nearby. Only NBC2's Samantha Servin is talking to the man who risked it all to find out he was actually saving a friend.
This is all that's left of the highway heroics here Wednesday morning, where a deputy who doesn't even work the road changed his path to work that day and ended up saving a man's life.
911, what's your emergency? There's a semi where it seems the driver had a medical emergency.
It's a call that easily could have turned disastrous if the right person hadn't been in the right place at the right time.
It just so happens he's a dear friend of mine.
Lieutenant Michael Bellflower was heading to work a different way Wednesday morning when he noticed a semi at the Turner 70 light moving too slowly.
I got around in front of the truck to see if I could see into the cab to see if he was, you know, busy trying to get in gear and get going, or if he was in distress. So when I got around to the front of the truck, I could obviously see he was in some distress.
That's when he jumped into action. As a detention deputy, he didn't have his body camera while traveling to work, only a radio to call for help.
His voice, you could hear his voice. There was something different on the radio.
So I basically sprinted next to the truck and hooked the mirror and jumped up onto the step. And I banged on the window trying to get him to come to. I called his name.
Mind you, this semi-truck is still moving, slowly speeding up, heading into oncoming traffic. All the while, the lieutenant is trying to break the glass to turn the ignition off.
I just knew I had to help my friend. You know, at that point, I wasn't a cop anymore. Yeah. Sorry.
You can see the tire marks where the truck slid into the shoulder by Winn-Dixie, glass still shattered in the grass. Bellflower has the cuts to prove he used all his strength to save his friend.
At that point, I can fix a couple cuts. I can't fix losing him.
When the driver came to, he didn't know what had happened, but quickly was able to diffuse the tension with a laugh.
I said, "Do you know me?" He's like, "Well, what kind of question is that?" He said, "What did I hit with my mirror?" I said, "You didn't hit anything." Yeah. He's like, "Where'd all this glass come from?" He said, I had to bust your window out." "Well, why would you do something like that?" I said, "I was trying to save your life, but I didn't know what else to do."
And it's something Bellflower says he would do again.
Did you try the fucking door?
Even if it meant putting his own life on the line.
You know, it's divine intervention.
I guess it was locked.
I mean, there's no other way to explain it.
As you can see, this isn't a rural road. People were still traveling as all this was going down. It's just a miracle no one was hurt. I'm local in Arcadia. Samantha Servin, NBC.
Y'all should get better. I don't know what happened. It's back up to excellent, so don't know why it was lagging. Internet. Tell it lagged because we dropped down quite a few people. But good for that guy. Of course, you can see he was emotional. Saved one of his friends. Could have been bad. Man was probably having a heart attack or something. He probably did help save his life. This next one we got a video on too. This is an Ascension Parish in Louisiana. Back to another jail. Back to another deputy getting arrested. And so let's watch that video. Where did I put that video? I know I put it.
We're like way behind, huh?
What, lagging? What's this?
Officer at the Ascension Parish
Here
Jail
we
has
go.
been fired after video shows him punching an inmate. The encounter happened as the inmate was being moved to isolation due.
Now on this one here, this is some kind of little holding cell thing. It's a little harder to see, but when he walks in, you watch the inmate's right here, right up top. The inmate does make an aggressive movement towards the deputy.
To another fight. You can see in the video the correctional officer Marvin Brown Jr. approached the inmate named Ricky Williams. It's unclear if any words were exchanged, but Sheriff Bobby Weber said the inmate lunged at the officer, prompting the tussle.
The problem was, the problem is he lunged at the correctional officer. Correctional officer put him on his ass. Instead of that being the end of it, he went over there and gave him a little what for after the fact, after he was already on his ass.
He was a little extra.
Yeah, it was a little extra that got the deputy in trouble. As you can see, deputy a big old boy, and you got a little tiny thug easy over here, and running his mouth, and he got his shit rocked on him.
Sheriff said the correctional officers are properly trained on what to do in this situation, but he believes the officer went too far in this instance.
In this instance, when you're looking at the video, you see what we see. And obviously, I said, okay, I think a correctional officer has the right to respond, has the right to defend himself. But once he got the inmate on the ground, I think he could have controlled that inmate.
The officer is currently facing an aggravated battery charge, is being held.
I don't know why they gave him an aggravated battery charge, though.
It wasn't aggravated.
No,
he didn't. A simple battery.
It should have been a simple battery because he didn't, use a weapon or anything on.
He didn't look that aggravated.
No.
At the jail, the inmate is also facing additional charges. Baton Rouge police are investigating.
Of course, I think this one was in there for some other fella. Oh, that's just a back part of a video for another shooting that took place in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge has the fucking Transformer cop cars. Looks like some fucking.
No, that's a Charger.
Yeah, but look at the decals, and it's got the beauty rings. I mean, man, that looks almost like a Caprice had sex with a Transformer. Look at that thing.
This next one here, you can, if you want to talk about we're going to the gangbang. Going to the gangbang, and we're gonna get sloppy. I hope you brought your condoms tonight.
You don't need those at gangbangs. Florida mom gangbanged by daughter's friends. Cops uncovered details.
This did happen about 2 years ago. Couldn't find out.
Jamie Ayer from Bradenton, Florida, was arrested for having sex with 5 of her teenage daughter's male friends during a party at her home. Why did I never have friends like this when I was a kid?
Them kids said that was the best fucking party they ever been to.
Right? She gave them alcohol and had sex with a 16 and 17-year-olds. And as the night progressed, 2 other boys joined in, and a total of 5 were plowing this girl's mom. Underage boys gangbanged her. Ayer was charged with 7 counts of unlawful sexual activity. And her daughter witnessed.
2 of them must have done it twice.
So the daughter called the cops because she was jealous?
I don't know.
Because it says the daughter witnessed it. Was she a
cameraman? Maybe I don't know. But
fucking
the story I read too, what part of it said the mom came home and I guess she got drunk or was already drunk and told the boys, why don't you help me?
I'm sure she
come help me. Come help me take a shower. And it went from there. Here's pictures of her here. This is her here, right there. Well,
Roy would hit it.
No, right here. But let me show you what. Now, hold on. Here's her booking photo.
Oh no.
That's what happens after you get gangbanged. That's what you go from looking like that to that.
I guess if there's a bukkake party and your face is covered, and you got to wipe off your makeup, maybe.
And you got that picture there.
She looks like a fucking heroin junkie in that picture.
So anyway, we also had one of her.
Teenagers aren't always picky, okay?
Couldn't find out. One of their neighbors or friends or something said that she used to be a doting mom and stuff like that, and ended up going through a bad divorce and all kind of stuff like that. Well,
she banged all of her ex's boyfriend.
well, she did get convicted. Okay, she is now a registered sex offender living in Sarasota County. She was convicted in Manatee County on 7 counts of unlawful sexual activity with certain minors 16 to 17 years old in October. She was sentenced to 12 months of community service, 36 months of probation under supervision in Florida, and I ain't gonna put her address out here. And she. Yeah, it's in DeSoto. It's in DeSoto Place Apartments. Okay, it's even got her apartment number here. I was able to find all her. Well, she's a registered sex offender, so it's not hard to find her information. She is not allowed within 1,000 feet of any schools, child care facilities, parks, playgrounds, or trampoline facilities, or anywhere there is a large amount of young penis. It don't say that, but
So she is not allowed at the LGBT track meets.
No, she is not. But yeah, she is convicted. But I mean, everybody, we read about a lot of that stuff, and you see right there when I just read, she ain't get no time. This lady did not get no time whatsoever. Roy, if you need the address, let me know. I will text it to you. I don't know. Did you move back to Florida, Roy? Or are you still in Louisiana?
You might as well move back to fucking Florida. His ass comes to hang out at the clubhouse.
So, yeah, I do have her address. Oh, and Roy, if you want, I don't know if you remember the story a while back about the young lady here in Louisiana that was having sex with her dogs.
I think I said him the meme.
But the one that was having sex, she's like 19, 20 years old. Well, yeah, she's out of jail. Making comments, and I actually ran across a very a photo of her, not with no dogs, of course, but a photo of her in a like unclothed. And I know you might want to be. Yeah, she is nude. I mean, if you want that picture, let me know. I'll send it to you. I can't put that up here, But that's all the stories for tonight. So we need to vote on some hot nuts. We have the gangbang mom. We have the Ascension jail deputy that whoops some ass. Or we got the other deputy that bitch slapped this boy so hard back into his mama's womb.
No, because something tells me that shit was justified.
It's not justified.
I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. He had it coming. Cops with 14 years of experience don't just fucking wake up or just stand up and instead of booking somebody, just go, you know what, I'm going to fuck him up. There was a reason behind why he did what he did. But don't get me wrong. Yes, he deserves to be at least terminated, go through some anger management, and reapply for his position 6 months down the road. We could reevaluate it.
I guess Roy's back in Florida, he said.
Bitch.
So we got Ragdoll Boy.
You got the guy who stole the cop car, crashed into the state.
Yes, we got the stolen cop car. We got the dead guy that tried to carjack the cops also.
Well, see, but he didn't know they were cops at all. He just thought it was dudes in a car. So it's not really hot and nuts because he didn't do it. Like, if he tried to steal an active police car and got shot, that would be fucking hilarious.
Who you voted for, host there?
I don't know. There was a few of them. Because there was the cop car guy. There was the guy that fucking turned around and shot the female officer, and she aired his ass.
That's not a hot nut, though.
Well, he fucked around and find out. I think we need to add a fuck around and find out category instead of hot nuts. But probably the chick that banged all of her daughter's boyfriends. How do you get more hot nuts than hot nuts in you? You know.
She'd have all the hot nuts, didn't she?
Honor in her.
Could you imagine if her and that Tennessee cop got together and became friends?
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, they could just be hired for like police department getaways.
Dustin says ragdoll. It's like They're like that. They could be like they're like a cop amusement park. Just two of them.
That's it.
It's like, come over here. Where's the rides? You're looking at them. We got the train and the bang. All right.
Yeah, mine's the crazy bitch that banged all of her friends.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. We got.
Can we say the hot nuts is free bird for taking like an hour?
No, we got 4 for ragdoll and 2 for the gangbang. So, I guess the ragdoll's gonna get it for tonight.
All right.
I'm surprised. Thought they were definitely gonna go for the gangbang.
You're a stupid dumbass.
Yeah.
Wait, who got it? The prison?
The ragdoll boy that got slapped so hard, he got slapped back in his mama's vagina.
I wouldn't have stopped till he said I apologize.
Yeah, that's who got it. Don't talk back to the big jailer cops.
Yeah, when you're like a tenth of the size, but then again, that's the Chihuahua syndrome, bro.
Yeah, that's that Chihuahua syndrome.
Little motherfucker's got the biggest mouse.
He forgot that he didn't have his gun, because with stupid people like that, the only thing that makes them tough is when they have a gun.
The dumbass motherfucker.
Or when they're beating up on women.
That's what makes him tough. He's a hot nut.
You still keeping track of these?
I got them wrote down. What's this? We're going with Freebird and T-Bird to some kind of thing Saturday night. So I'll probably do some live from there. We have to wear cocktail attire. So I gotta go buy.
It does not mean you're gonna take a tail or a cock and staple it to a tail and stick it on.
Oh well, shit! I gotta rethink my whole outfit now.
The cocktail places are things with shrimp, right? You just use it in the cocktail sauce.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works.
All you can eat, you peel shrimp. Use the cocktail sauce.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get off, Kelly. You missed it.
Missed the whole damn thing, Kelly.
But she's like an hour behind us, and she's probably just getting home from work.
Yeah, JoJo's like 2 days ahead of us. She could tell us what the weather's like in America in 2 days in advance. Just
I don't think it works
that's
quite like that.
Yeah, that's how the world turns. You know, if you went fast enough in the opposite direction, you would never age. I'm just fucking kidding.
Yeah, I like scrimps too. All right, everybody. Sorry I missed y'all yesterday, but it was some important stuff with the bird, and
it is absolutely love every one of you. Thanks for coming.
Hopefully, I'm gonna try to do a Louisiana crime one this weekend. I'm gonna try. No promises. And Sunday when Check It Out, I should have a interview. So those are always fun. Be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. I'm going to give y'all an old school one. I'm going to give y'all a old school.
She could tell you what the lottery numbers are.
No, she can't. It don't work like that.
That's how it works.
You ready for the old school one?
Throw it.
Remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day.